Another weekend in the Premier League, another round where we saw lots of drama, lots of interesting results, and lots of games with consequences all around. Matchday 28 was really a blast. And going straight into our awards video, Victor, in your opinion, what was the moment of the week?
Wolves beating Villa. It was completely out of the blue. There was absolutely nothing, to me at least, there was nothing to suggest this was about to happen. And it caught me completely off guard. I was not expecting Villa to capitulate like that. And Wolves were, I feel, good value for that 2-0 win.
Yeah, Max, yours?
I mean, kind of negative thing, but I'd probably say that the terrible decisions from refs, because usually each week we have like maybe 2 or 3 moments for us to shoot our arguments, but this week we have at least 6 or 7, and it's starting to race, and there's pretty much plenty moments that everybody should call it a foul or red card or something else, but refs are not even watching that, so I feel like that's been the thing for this week.
Fair point. I think I just have to go with the Wolves Villa game because when the team bottom of the table, beat a side like Villa at the moment, it causes shockwaves, honestly. And that win also meant that Wolves were not the worst team in Premier League history. So some context, some slight victory for them, anyways. So moving on, Victor, who was your best player of the week?
For me, it's absolutely no discussion. It's Mikkel Damsgaard. 2 goals. He scored the opener and the winning goal. He got an assist for Igor Thiago as well. He was at the heart of everything that Brentford managed to do well, which when you have a 3-0 lead and concede 3 goals, perhaps there's not a lot that you've done that well, but whatever they have managed to do well, Damsgaard was involved there.
Yeah, fair point. Mark, yours?
Yeah, I also got Damsgaard because, as Victor already mentioned, he scored 2, gave an assist, winner, and also he was decent in attack as well. He had like 16 out of 25 successful passes in final third, which usually a decent result for the players, so definitely him.
Yeah, we all agree on that one. Damsgaard had, a game to remember. So moving on, Victor, what was your best goal of the round?
Oh my God, Alex Iwobi. That strike against Spurs was just fantastic to me. The control to hit it so sweetly into the far corner, and just it was amazing to see. I cannot gush about that goal enough, honestly. Like for me, that's one of the goals of the seasons. Of the season, at least so far.
Interesting.
Who knows what we'll see further?
Max, yours?
Actually, that was my third choice, but then when I watched the game and the goal from Barry versus Newcastle, his S goal, it was too funny to see because the defender already pushed him on the pitch, but he still managed to score it with his S somehow, so I'll probably go with this one.
Yeah, that was a great goal too, funny one, but Alex Iwobi's goal was just the touch, the finish, the way everything, and the fact that also it was against Spurs. But yeah, Iwobi was something unique. And moving on, Victor, game of the week.
Can anyone in all seriousness really say anything except Burnley versus Brentford? That was just absolute. It was from the Barclays times. It was from the Premiership times, the like proper drama. I absolutely loved the performances from both teams. Okay, defensively, Brentford perhaps not so much, but all in all, it was just edge of the seat stuff, start to finish.
Yeah, Mark, your take on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously Burnley against Brentford. The fact that the team that's almost relegated, coming back from 0-3, scoring 4th, but then VR cuts it off. Then they could see the goal, then score another one somehow, and it gets cut off as well, and you end up with 0 points. That's kind of sad for Burnley, but at least they showed some momentum.
Yeah, and then Victor, your best save of the week.
Jordan Pickford. Just stretching so far to keep out that shot. For someone with short arms, he keeps showing people just how far a human body can reach. It was an incredible save. And yes, okay, Darlow for Leeds was good, but this was just absolutely next level for me.
Fair. Max, yours?
Yeah, I was choosing between Darlow, Safe, and the Pickford one, but last week I got Darlow, so this week I'm going with Pickford because that shot was decent and he saved it. And he also does it in 19 plus minutes, saved the win for the team, so it definitely paid off.
Fair point. I'm surprised no one mentioned Raya's goal line save. But anyways, moving on. Moving on to the best assist of the week, Victor.
I really enjoyed Soboslai's corner. He is becoming very much a specialist when it comes to set pieces, whether it's free kicks or corners. He is becoming more and more deadly. And that assist for the Van Dijk goal, it was right on the money. Everybody knew exactly what they're supposed to do, and Soboslai executed it to perfection, at least for me.
Yeah, Max, your answer to this one.
I'll go with Jolinton because the moment itself, like he accepted the ball, then he faked the cross, took his time, found the Murphy, and did the perfect pass, and then first touch goal. It was just brilliant.
Yeah, the Jolinton one too as well. I remember watching the goals in the highlight, and that was really a standout moment to be fair. But anyways, Victor, best performance either from a player or a club.
I'm going with Burnley. I mean, Max already mentioned this. Going 3-0 down at home. They worked their way back like men possessed, and they even had the ball in the net to make it 4-4, right? It was, for me, incredible to see so much fight from a team that already knows that they are going down, or at least they should know that they are going down. But to see them fight with so much passion and make it such a close game, to me, that's the best performance. They did end up being unlucky about it, but take nothing away from it.
Fair point. Max, yours.
I mean, we don't usually see a team scoring 5 in the same game, but when you watch the replay, it kind of feels like West Ham wasn't really paying attention for the game, so I'd probably go with Burnley, but I'd say only second half, because in the first half they looked kind of shaky, but in the second half they really did great work for the team that almost relegated, so I'd probably go with them.
Yeah, Burnley just surprised a lot of us, and I know many of us
Yeah.
have wanted that game to end 4-4, but oh well. Moving on to the donkey of the week, Victor.
Oh my God, Pedro Neto, mate, come on, wait a continuous streak. Seriously, I mean, apart from the fact that posing as if I didn't know I was in the book and what, come on, seriously, don't don't take all of us for fools. That was it was shockingly poor. The challenge itself, but to me the fact that I didn't know I already was on a yellow. Come on, get over yourself.
Yeah, Max, what do you have to say on this one?
I cannot get out of the Burnley and Brentford game and not say Coyote scoring 2 own goals in the span of 10 minutes. It's just a donkey's moment of the week for me.
Yeah, Coyote's one was funny, but Pedro Neto's incident is honestly something you never see in a professional game, not at the Premier League level. Complaining that you did not know you were booked. If I was the coach, I would sit him down for at least 2 games. But anyways, so the biggest shock of the week, Victor.
Again, I have to go with Wolves here. I cannot put into words how much I did not expect this result. It was everything was lined up for Villa. Everything was pointing towards a Villa win and keeping up with Arsenal and with Man City and blah blah blah. This was completely unexpected to me and to most other people I've spoken to.
Yeah, Mark, any different opinion?
I mean, I had 2 options. One of them was Wolves against Villa, but if Victor already mentioned that, I'll go away and say the way Leeds played against Man City, it was kind of shocking because they did really great. They should have scored at least 2 or 3. If there's no Donnarumma, they would probably even win this game and the title race probably. So I would probably say Leeds.
Yeah, good shout. But the Wolves one, I don't think anybody could have boldly predicted that Wolves would get even a draw from that game. So I have to go with Wolves. And on the final note, Victor, best manager of the week.
Mikel Arteta. He got so much right in this game, but of course, it's going to be the coaching staff and the set piece coach and a few of the players getting all the plaudits. But I feel like Mikel Arteta really earned his flowers here. It was a tricky game. Obviously, it always is against the Big Six side, and to come with it out of it with 3 points, even though it was shaky at times, but I have to give credit to the man.
Fair point. Max, your opinion.
I was thinking between Rob Edwards and Scott Parker actually for this one, but I feel like when you have the team as Burnley that like conceded 3 goals before the halftime, and then you already know that you're probably relegated, and you find the perfect words for the team, so they improve that rate that they almost win the game. I feel like he did a great job, even though they didn't win, so I'll probably go him.
Yeah, I think I'll also go with Scott Parker too, just because it showed like a lot of fight, and it takes a lot of courage to do something like that when when you're 3 goals down. So that was a bold one from Scott Parker, anyways. But at this point, we'll ask our viewers to join us in the conversation. If you agree or disagree with some of our picks for the best players, best goal, game of the week, best assist, and the best performance, give us your answers in the comment section, and we'll be waiting to hear from you.